Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial from GEKY Graphics. Today we're going to do a very nice birthday flyer using some new tricks that I've gotten from African prints and then African patterns. So if you really want to learn it, kindly stay tuned and please subscribe to this channel if you are new to it, and give this video a thumbs up if you like. Okay, so let's zoom into it. So we're going to make a birthday flyer, as I told you. So first of all, I just want you to understand that the patterns that I'm using is actually African patterns. You just search on Google African patterns, black and white. You can get different ones there. If you like to, you can just choose. So this one is what I've just selected for this particular tutorial. So I've downloaded it and it is in my downloads. So I'll come and drag it and put it here. Yep, so I'm dragging it and putting it there. Actually, what I want to do is that I want to use a square, like a square shape that I want to work with. So let me just make it a little bit square for myself. Yep, good. So see, like it already has something like a white background around it, so I'll use the eraser tool to clean it. Right, good. So you can use the eraser tool. The eraser tool I'm using is the magic eraser tool. So when you click and hold, you see that it gives you the option: eraser tool, the background eraser tool, and then the magic eraser tool. So I'm using the magic eraser tool to remove that particular various background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size a little and then duplicate it. I'll drag over, I'll hold and drag this thing over and then duplicate it. When I duplicate it, I'll be able to now put it on top of it. Now it looks a little bit longer. That's how exactly I want it to look like. So let me just do something like this so that it will just pick up. And bingo, that's how I want it to look like. So in the same way, I'll just copy this one and then make a duplicate of it. This time around, I'll just click here once. Now I'll be able to drag those duplicates over to the side. Good. So that's how I want it. So what I will do is that I'll just hold this whole thing and put it. I'll select those two things and then put them in a folder. And possibly I can name it African patterns. Yeah, so let's just keep it like that. So what am I trying to do? What I'm trying to do is to build a birthday flyer. So to do that, I'm just going to I'm going to use two images for those flyers. So one image will be inside this one. Actually, I'm going to use something like white here. And then what I'm going to do is that because this is going to be two images, I'll drag this one over to this one. Okay, before I'll do that, let's first do some settings here. Right click on this layer that contains it and then go to the blending options. When the blending options come, go to drop shadow. Give it some shadow, right? Give it some nice shadow. You see, when you click on the shadow tool, you see that you can be able to adjust it a little bit, but I think I like this way. This one I've already made it. Good. So you can adjust it the way you want. Now once this shadow has been like this, now I'm going to make another shape over this one. So what am I going to do? I'm going to just draw another shape over this one. That is actually where my photo is going to be on. So like this. And then that one I'll make the background something like black so that I can be able to differentiate it from what is originally there and then what is not there. Good. So now what do I want to do? Let me just go and then get my picture. The picture I'm going to use for this particular design is actually my document, and one of them is this. So I'll drag it over to the side. Yep, so one is this one and then another one is this one. So what am I trying to do? What I'm trying to do is just, so before I work on this one, let me just try and hide this image here, and then let me finish with this one. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to build something like a template here. What I'll do is that this one I'll use clipping marks to clip it over this particular shape so that it will fall into it. So I'll right click on it and then click on create clipping marks. Now you see that it is actually showing that image there. Now what I'll do is that I'll just increase the shape small just to let it pick up. Now I'll just move it a little to the left. Now what I'll do next is I'll use the stroke to go to blending option again, right click on that shape and then go to blending option, and then I'll use stroke. The stroke, now I'll change the color of the stroke to black, right? Yep. Now you see that it has brought some kind of black border around the whole thing. Yes, and that is exactly what I want to do. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to write my name here. My name is Emmanuel. So I'll just select it. Now change the color to black. Yep, so that is how I want it to look like. In fact, when I tried typing my name, it actually fell into that layer. So I actually have to take it back from where it is now, because that's not where I want it to look good. And then I'll release the clipping mask. It's actually unfortunate. That's not what I had wanted it to look like. So click on release clipping marks. I can't find where. Okay, once I can just look it, let me just drag it over here to go. Yeah, I was trying to look for the release clipping marks. Anyway, so I'll have my name Emmanuel there. Now the pictures are two, so what do? I want one of the pictures to be on top of the other. So now that I've already created this one, so I'll now use this one. I'll click and hold the control tool. I'll hold control whilst I select this one. I'll select this one. Now come and select this one too. Now I can make a folder out of it. Just click on folder. Now you see that this one has now been put into the first folder, so I can call this one maybe image one. Yeah. So out of the image one, I can drag this one and drop it on this particular icon, and then I'll create a duplicate of it. And this time around, I can call it image 2. So image 2, good. So now I'll use the move tool. I'll just click on this one once. Now I can be able to move the whole thing over to the side. Good. Now that is what I want to do. Now inside this thing, I have this image that is there. You know, we added another image, right? The previous image. That image is actually here. This is the image. So we want to go and replace this particular image with this one. How do we do it? We will drag this one over to where this one is and then drop it just under it. You know what? Just while I'm moving it, you see that there is a blue color that is highlighted there. Just drop it under it, and now you can click on this one and click on the delete key. And bingo, that is shortcut. It just entered like that. So you see there is this image entering the other one. So maybe I can put my my surname here, which is yeah, so I can put my surname here. And okay, so what I would like to do is just rather, instead of making this one, I'll make this one rather Emmanuel, and then put my surname rather here. Okay, so we're going to get into the final part of this whole tutorial. So this is the whole trick of how to do this one. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to add the date to it, which is something like let's take 30th then I'll make something bigger, right? And then I can create something like another one here and then call it December, or let's say deck, yeah, 2021. So, and then I'll drag this one to just match what I'm having here, just to make it look similar. Yeah, so I can just drag it to make it good. So this is looking a little bit like that one. Now what I'll just add up to this one is just to write something like maybe happy birthday here. So I can write happy birthday. But then what I've just written, I'm not going to just do it like this way. There's another trick I'm going to add to this thing. That is to use this character there, and then I'm going to separate this character this way. Yep. So I'll just drag over it, and you see I can just increase that thing there. Right. So, and then maybe I can make this the size a little bit big. Yep. This is how I just want it to look like. So I have happy birthday, and then we have buy manual here, and then possibly I'll just come, and then if I have some kind of wish or something, or let's say just say so for this one I can just come and then use any kind of, let me change the font style to just match with what I wanted to write. Okay, so maybe you can just add a little bit quote here, and then write maybe something like a wish or something like okay, so what should I just write? Let me write something like so I have some quotes here I would like to just write, and after I'll just edit them. You are like a star, that shines bright, never leave me or go far. Don't worry, I'm typing down the thing. I'm just trying to write something. Be like a lonely kite. Yeah. I wish your birthday cake is as sweet as you. Okay, so that is just a sample code I've just written. I'll just reduce the writings back to how it's supposed to be, and then I'll go back and then make it something like, maybe this could do for now, and then maybe reduce the size to maybe 12. I'll have to do a little adjustment to what I've just written, just to make it fit what I am doing now. So this is more like a poem for birthday. So you know how poems are normally written. Yeah, so I won't like to just stamp it very well. I think I have a few more corrections I wanted to do. So let me just see. I've seen a few errors here. Though that's not my main focus for today. I wish your birthday cake is as sweet as you. Never leave me or go far. That shines bright. You are like this. Okay. So think basically, guys, this is where I would like to just end the tutorial. Not just like just simple way you can make a design, nice design with this African print. So the writings here look a little bit faint, right? So let me just let me see if I can just do a little adjustment to the color here, stroke outside here. So the stroke, let me make it 1 and see. Yep, now it leaves a little bit black. Yeah, so you can use stroke to make it the writings a little bit black. So guys, so far this is a tutorial that we make how to make a simple birthday flyer using African prints. African prints are very nice and I love them. I love using them. So guys, if you love this video, if you like GEKY Graphics, please give us a thumbs up and follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and then on Fabamore. We are all over the place. Kindly follow us and then kindly share our videos. Thank you for watching this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial. Thanks.